Hi everybody, thanks for joining me today on my channel. My name is Chris with Christys Crafts, and today I am bringing you the first layout for the August Build-A-Page. So the first one I'm going to do is this one that's using the Chamel hashtag sticker book. This is pictures of my two grandnieces. We were on vacation last weekend together, and they were just adorable and had a great time playing together. So the first thing I'm going to do, instead of going with the vertical photos like that's in the page map sketch, I'm making mine, instead of horizontal, I'm making mine vertical. Now what I'm doing is trying to decide which paper I want as the background and which paper I want to use as my 10 by 10 piece. So I've decided I'm going to go ahead and use the dotted paper as my 10 by 10, but what I'm trying to do is cut it so that I have quite a bit of this teal color in the layout. Because I have it in a lot of my embellishments, I want to make sure I pull that color in. So the next thing I'm going to do is go and grab my Distress inks, and I'm going to pull out the peacock feather, which is that kind of teal blue, and I'm going to go ahead and ink all the edges of my paper with this ink. And again, it's just kind of bringing in that teal color, which I have in a lot of my embellishments and like in my enamel dots and things like that. So it's giving it an even color between the pinks that are in the paper and some of the other colors, and then kind of bringing a little bit more of the teal to the forefront. So now that I have everything inked up, I'm going to start gluing it down, and I'm going to stay pretty much to what the design of the sketch was. I'm going to have my band going on the right hand side, and I'm going to have my pictures going across, but instead of in a narrow gapping all the way across, my pictures are just going to be in the middle because of the orientation. And I'm cool with that. I still think it looks good, and that's the wonderful thing about sketches. They're just bringing you a jumping off point. You don't have to go exact to those. So now I'm taking this journaling spot. I want to say it's maybe like Amy Tangerine, and I again ink the edges, and I'm going to put it down at the bottom where on the sketch it has the journaling going on the band. I'm just doing a journaling card. And then for my title, I'm using, I believe this is from Cool Kids maybe, and it just says Rad, Cool, and Fresh. And I thought that was just kind of appropriate for the tweens that were staying cool next to the pool. So to use up my sticker sheet, the first thing I'm going to do is go in and I'm going to grab up all of these floral stickers, and I'm just putting them on the back of the pink scrap that I had, and I'm going to fussy cut these out off camera. I don't mind clear stickers, but I don't want the pattern paper that's to show through, so I find it easier to throw them onto some white cardstock, fussy cut them out, and to me they work better. Now if you don't mind having the pattern behind, go ahead and skip that part. Now I'm taking this tag that has the blue stripes. I'm going to put that next to what I'm considering my title, and then I'm tucking in the sun that I got from my Rosie Studios die kits, and I'm going to put that up above as well. I'm taking one of the Nicole Jones circle labels, putting that in the bottom left hand or kind of center, and now I'm just going to start sticking all the florals down, and I'm arranging them into basically four clusters. I'm making the top basically one big cluster, which includes the title and florals on each side, and then I have a floral that's to the left of the journaling card and one to the bottom right of the journaling card. And I'm going to use up every one of these florals. I don't want any left, so I do find ways to tuck them in and overlap them and just try and fill it out because I don't want any remaining. And so on these, I do have them spread out, but I will go back in and cluster them a little bit tighter. I thought I could have it kind of cascading down the side of the page, and I didn't like how that looked. So I'm going to go ahead and tuck some in, put some up above, and just keep layering them and tucking them in. Once I'm happy with that, the next thing I am going to do is find the flare, and I'm going to start gluing the flare down onto the page. And to glue those down, I'm just taking some dimensional foam adhesive that I have a roll from the dollar store, and I'm just going to go ahead and pop those up. And I'm going to end up using 3 of the 4 that I had pulled out. And so I'm just going to cut off a small piece because there's just a little bit of an indent from behind. The foam actually works perfect, so they don't raise up any higher than what the flare already is by having that foam underneath. So now that I'm happy with how those are, the next thing I'm going to do is go ahead and put 3 of the enamel dots in each of the corners and just sprinkle those. I'm putting a star, a circle, and a triangle in each. I love the colors. The shapes are just kind of, adding a little bit of difference in there. Now on these 2 diagonals, I put 1 at the bottom and 2 at the top just so that I can spread them out again. And again, I'm thinking of that one at the top as being one large one. Now, one of the things that I pulled in off camera was puffy stickers. I realized after I had made my kits that I didn't pull any of these in. So I have these stickers from Pebbles, and so I'm going to throw a puffy sun up in the upper portion, a flamingo up above, and then a tropical flower in the bottom right, and then a pair of flip-flops. And that's going to be it for my layout. So I want to thank you for stopping by. Make sure that you check out Moira and Christy and anything that they put up on their channel. And we'll see you again tomorrow for another Build-A-Page. Thanks and have a great day.